Everyone, in this video I'm showing you how I make my favorite flourless protein oat pancakes. These pancakes are super easy and super healthy to make. I make this whenever I'm craving pancakes but want something that's a bit more guilt-free, clean and healthy. So to make these pancakes, I'm starting off with half a cup of oatmeal, one ripe banana, one scoop of protein powder, and one whole egg. And once I blend this, not once I blend this up, once I put this all in a blender, and then I get like a wooden spoon and I start mashing it up together. Mashing it up together before blending it helps blend everything because that protein powder, oats, and banana egg trifle or quadruple will not blend if you just leave them like that. So you have to mix ingredients before blending it to make sure everything, you know, does its thing when it blends. And then to smooth everything out, I add in half a cup of water, and then I just use my wooden spoon and mix it until everything's basically touching each other. So it's nice and incorporated. And then I throw on my blender and I blend it all. And then I add in one fourth cup of oats to thicken the batter up so it's pancake batter consistency. I didn't film the part where I blended this again, but once I blended it in, it was a more thicker consistency, which you'll see as I'm pouring it into the pan later on. And to cook, I'm just using a frying pan, and then I'm getting I use vegetable oil and then this paintbrush thing for cooking, which I should have not tapped the rest. I thought I was tapping the rest of the oil into the pan, but it turns out I'm just splashing oil everywhere. So I thought I should keep in the video because let me just be real with myself. But anyways, once the oil is nice and hot and ready to cook, I just pour in some batter in, and once I see bubbles everywhere, that's when I know it's time to flip. So usually about 2 to 3 minutes or 3 to 4 minutes of cooking on each side, then everything's pretty much done. And honestly, these look super great. Sometimes you film a video and it doesn't turn out the way it's supposed to look like, but this perfection. The recipe hits every time. And doesn't this look like an actual pancake? It doesn't even look like it looks like there's flour inside, but there's no flour. So just look how amazing that is. This actually also makes 2.5 large pancakes. It makes 2 pretty large pancakes and one medium pancake, which is amazing and super filling for all those little ingredients that we added and how much food it made. So look how incredible that is. So after that, I'm making some scrambled eggs on the side. I'm let me just film this too. To add more protein and some calcium, I love adding milk into my eggs. I saw someone on MasterChef do this when he was cooking on another YouTube channel. Gordon Ramsay adds creme fraiche to his eggs. So it's not weird to add milk into your eggs. I feel like adding milk makes it super fluffy and tasty, and it just feels like you're eating a cloud when you're eating your eggs. So to make scrambled eggs, in my own liking, I just put on a nice hot pan until it bubbles up. And once it bubbles up like that, I just turn it around for less than a minute, maybe 30 to 40 seconds. And once everything is just flipped over, just touches enough heat, I take it off because I don't like when my eggs are crispy and brown at the sides. It has to be just yellow, just cooked enough that it's cooked. And I just feel like this is my perfect way of eating scrambled eggs. So to garnish my pancakes, I love blueberries and frozen raspberries. So that's what I'm using to just top off my pancakes. And for my eggs, I'm adding some salt and crushed red chili peppers. And in terms of, this is not even maple syrup. I'm actually really ashamed that I'm using table syrup, but I'm trying to watch my sugar intake. So I'm using some reduced sugar table syrup to top my pancakes up just for that sweetness. And then I took this photo which reminded me of 2015 because of my nails and the filter I use. But here's the video. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. It's a very simple recipe that anyone can make. And now that back to school is happening, if you want to make this and meal prep it or make it right after school or just before work or just before school, whatever your schedule is definitely try it out. I learned this recipe from other people on YouTube and I just kind of perfected it to work in my own way. So I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for my next one. Bye!